and welcome to the Runners Interview episode 10. Thank you very much to David Boddy who come on episode 9. That was a really great episode, and again, lots of people loved it and enjoyed it. I've got someone else from the Running Community Group. I will do someone not from the Running Community Group soon, but it just goes this way, and I love having people on in the group. Now, this lady has been in the running community since May 8th. I actually looked it up. I didn't remember that off the top of my head, which is actually my birthday last year, or every year is May 8th is my birthday. So she's been with the group for 11 months, and it is Claire Smythe. I think I've got her surname right, so I'm pleased with that. And also, it is someone else who's doing a running streak, but she's done quite a bit more running as well in the past, not just streaks. So she's going to have a nice bit of story to tell us, I think. Hello, Claire.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Yes, good, thank you. How's yourself?
Yeah, really well, thanks. Yeah,
Did
really
you know
good.
it's been 11 months you've been in the group?
I thought it was about a year. I thought it was coming up to, up to about a year. So didn't realise it was your birthday though. So
yeah, there you go. I thought I'd chuck that in there.
Well, there you go.
Why not? I honestly looked you up earlier and I thought, well, it's my birthday, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
It goes quick, doesn't it, though?
Yeah, I can't believe how quick that time's gone, really.
It's absolutely flown. And well, the running community's got its second birthday on the 19th of April as well, so that's coming up quick as well.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw.
But I always start, Claire, just tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I'm 48. I'm a mum of 2 children. I've got Thomas, who's 20, Amy, who's 16. I work in construction company as a document controller.
Awesome.
And as you know, I love my running. And music to go with it, so it kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, we know you love your running. Absolutely.
Could you tell?
Oh yeah, just a bit. I mean, as you know, you post up lots in the group, which is fantastic. So we see a run. I think you're on a streak, aren't you, at the moment? Is it your 160th day, isn't it, or something on the streak?
160 now? Today, yeah. It's kind of crazy how that all came about. Really, I didn't plan any sort of streak. It started. Sorry, it started back in. A friend of mine on the 31st of October said to me, "Would I do a half marathon with her?" So it kind of started then. Did the half marathon, really enjoyed it. Next day, felt really good. I thought, I could do with another run. I went out again, and do you know what? I haven't stopped. I don't know why, but I haven't stopped since.
So
I thought I'd go a couple of weeks. Couple of weeks will be all right. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And here we are. Yeah, 160 days later, I'm still doing it. But
have you secretly got an aim? Are you doing a Sarah and Dave and aiming for a year?
No, well, you know, no. I really wanted to get up to 100. You know, once I got up to 80, I thought, right, okay, try and get to 100. When I got to 100, it was really worrying me. A few days before, I was thinking, I don't think I'm ready to stop. So I carried on a bit more, and I thought, I wonder if I could do 150. So that's kind of where I've gone. And then I thought, well, what I might do is try for the 200.
Of course, you're going to say that, yeah.
Well, I've got a couple of marathons coming up, so what I don't want to do is kind of, you know, I've got to think about the training for that. So I don't know that I can do a running streak and a couple of marathons at the same time. So, or can I?
Or can you?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is. But.
So, what marathons have you got coming up? Is this year?
Yeah, this year. Well, I had Paris booked for last April. So yes. I'd got up to, obviously with the COVID thing, I'd got up to my 18 miles and then found out that Paris was cancelled. So then what I did, Brighton was then offering people that couldn't get into Paris, because we didn't know how bad the virus was back then.
Oh, I remember
They were offering places for people, you know, that were going to do Paris. So I jumped on that, got a place in Brighton, which I never said, I never thought I'd do Brighton.
Did you not?
So no, I did the half there and hated it.
Did you hate it? Oh no.
Yeah, I did. Well, what it was, the problem was the day I did the half, it was I had an eye infection. So I had to wear glasses. So it was raining, it was windy, it was the most horrendous day. And you can imagine, by the coast, rain, wind, glasses on, all my glasses were steaming up. And I wanted to get a sub 2 this day. And my friend was running it with me. He said, "Oh, we can do it." And and I hate pacers. And there was a pacer in front of us that said 2 hours. So we was trying to. I can't stand pacing. I just shut down. If I see a pacer in front of me, it's like, oh, I can't do it. So, funny enough, we got the pacer past us. That's right, the 2 hour pacer passed us. And my friend Mark said to me, he said, "Come on," he said, "we can do this." So I said, No, I've lost it now. No, he said, we can do this. Carried on going. When we got around the corner, the pacer was standing in front of the finish line. He was too fast.
He was too fast.
So, yeah, he was too fast. So he stopped and I got my 1:58.
Oh, well done.
So I got my PB. That was the half marathon that I got my PB on, under sub 2. But I hated I hated it. I hated every minute of it.
Do you know what's really bad? I think David on the last podcast, I was recommending Brighton Half Marathon to him.
Oh yeah, Dave, go for it.
Don't do it.
You'll love it.
What year did you do it? Do you remember?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
I wonder if you did it when I did it.
It was either 2016 or when would it have been? Was it? I'm trying to think when the Brighton half is. Is it February time?
February. It's always cold. It's always February.
So it must have been 2017 then. Yeah, I must have done it then.
God, I'm intrigued now. I'm intrigued. I wonder
if I was there.
Do you think
you did it at the same time?
I need to look. Sorry.
What time did you do it in? More importantly, Mark.
What's that? Sorry.
What time did you do it in?
Oh, we don't speak about that. Actually, no. I did sub 1:30. I think it was.
Oh, did you really? Wow.
I think it was 1:28.
That's amazing.
And I think I've done it twice, Brighton Half, and I actually was slightly injured on that one. I did it 1:28. There's a guy in a group called Stu who was part of the running club I used to be in, and he kind of pushed me on, egged me on a bit. I was a bit injured, so I just used him to follow. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It's weird. I have an opposite thinking of you to that. I really enjoyed the atmosphere and the whole thing. So, but it's not for everyone.
The atmosphere is incredible, but I think it was the whole mixture of the eye infection didn't help, the glasses, the wind and the rain. I think all of those mixed together. But then I got my sub 2, so it's really weird. I was chuffed to get my sub 2, but it's not a great memory.
What a great way to get a sub 2 with eye infection and see that glasses, though. That's
the way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, why not? That combination is not pleasant, though, is it, to run with? Yeah. Hang on.
So cool, to Brighton. Oh, yeah.
Go on, sorry, carry on speaking, ignore me.
No, I was just going to say that, so of course, the Brighton Marathon, when I signed myself up for that, I was thinking, I vowed that people used to say to me, "Oh, you want to do Brighton?" I said, "No, I'll never do Brighton. I didn't like the half." But because Paris was cancelled and I didn't have any others, and I'd got my 18 miles, I'd done my 18-mile training, so I thought, right, okay, well, let's do this. Let's go for Brighton. Well, of course, that fell through too, didn't it? So obviously, because of COVID. So this year now I'm supposed to be doing Brighton 12th of, I think it's the 12th of September.
Oh, the marathon.
And also I think it's the 12th of September, it's supposed to, if it goes ahead. And also Paris again, which I can't see going ahead, but that falls on the same day that I booked up to do the Yorkshire Marathon last year as well. So they both fall on the 17th of October.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's going to be
that's going to be interesting. Yeah, I
love Paris, but
I was going to say I'm going to speak to you. I know because you won Runner of the Month with the running community back in November, and I remember your vlog video you did, which was incredible, by the way. And I remember you said, "Oh yeah, I'm not very good at videos," and then I remember you said it first, like, "This is great." And I remember you mentioning. You mentioned London, Amsterdam, Paris, so I know you've done quite a few marathons, which is amazing.
I've done five marathons and one ultra. So
wow,
and that was
ultra.
Well, the ultra, that was a strange evening. It was a 12-hour run in 6 till 6 in the morning, 6 p.m. till 6 in the morning. It was running around a golf course. Wow. It was called Meangate. It's one of our local events. And to be fair, I was just going for the food and a bit of prosecco, and we was taking tents, and it was just a bit of a social. And then we was at the start, and then everyone was talking about, oh, I'm going to do a marathon tonight. And I'm thinking, marathon? I hadn't trained for anything like that. But once I got going, do you know what? I couldn't stop. It was a 5K route, 5K lap. And it was so well organised. It had, so there was sort of like, a place to eat and drink. Every 5K, they encourage you to have something to eat, something to drink, and then go again. So just a quick swig of something, a quick something to eat, and off you went again. Well, I found myself, I'd got to 30 miles, and it was about, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning or something. No, 35 miles, that's right. I got to 35 miles. And I thought, if I do another 5 miles, I'll get another badge.
Is that what it was? Oh, wow.
So I'm now running in the middle of a field, in a golf course, through trees, downhilly, at 3 o'clock in the morning on my own with a head torch, thinking, what am I doing? But I did it. I got my friends were amazing. They were. I had such great support, and it was such a good event. So yeah, I did my 40 miles that night.
Oh my word!
And I hadn't trained for it.
What
I think the pressure was off.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Surely that's what it was.
There was no pressure. Yeah, no pressure. No time. You had to do it in the 12 hours, obviously, but you could do what you wanted in that 12 hours. So
that's amazing. I'll tell you what else was good. You mentioned food every 5K on the loop.
Yeah,
that keep you going.
Well, my training instructor at the time, I used to work out with this guy. He was running it as well, and he said to me, Claire, he said, you need some fuel. He said, you need a pasty. So I said, I can't eat the pasty, and I'll have indigestion. But you know what? It was the best thing I did. I had this pasty, and I was off again.
That's amazing.
So yeah, it was. But obviously, we all know fueling is sort of key, isn't it? Really, and I think that's what kept me going all night. Really.
That's incredible. What cracks me up? I haven't done an ultra, but obviously when you do marathon, half marathon, you take your gels with you or whatever. But always hear about ultra marathons. You just eat real food. You get to the table at a certain checkpoint, and it's real food, like pastries.
Yeah.
Stuff. That's amazing. Oh,
but
wow.
I never got to drink the prosecco, and I never got to sleep in the new sleeping bag that I bought that night either.
Because you was running.
I was just running. My friends sort of said, haven't you had enough now? I was like, oh, I'm enjoying it. I'm really, really enjoying it. So
that's surreal.
Yeah,
running at like 3 a.m. in the morning. It's, oh man,
do you know what? It was the craziest thing, but I loved it. A lot of people hated the event, because of, it was so cold as well. I think it was October time, so it was freezing. And I remember stripping off, just had a t-shirt on, and one of the marshals said, "Are you sure you're all right? You sure you're warm enough?" And I think it's about 1 o'clock in the night. I was cold, and they said, "Are you sure you're okay?" And made me go in and warm up for a bit, and then let me back out again. I said, I'm fine. I thought, they're not going to let me back out to run.
That's really that's amazing that the marshals as well, isn't it? That's lovely.
Oh yeah, it was such a good event. Unfortunately, they don't do it anymore. But
oh really?
They don't do it anymore, because I'd have loved to have done that again.
Yeah, I love people's stories of that, because I hear about Endure 24 as well. And I haven't been tempted yet, but I'd love to do something like that one day. I think I'll fall asleep, to be honest. But you just got to do it.
London to Cardiff's another one on my. I'd love to do the London to Cardiff thing. Where you get teams and then you just take turns, and you have to do it in 24 hours, I think.
Wow, that's a hell of a challenge.
That's another one on my list. On the bucket list.
Well, I hope you do Brighton Marathon, because maybe it can redeem itself against the Brighton half. I did. Well, I don't know if you know this actually, and apologies to everyone. I know I've mentioned it many times on the podcast. Brighton Marathon is what made me initially start the running community group. So
I did hear that when I think you were talking to Dave. I heard you say that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what made me start it, because that was my first marathon, and yeah, it was just such a great experience for a number of reasons, and it just triggered me even more. I've always thought about Sonic Group, but that's what triggered it. That marathon atmosphere is what actually triggered it. But I just think, it's an amazing run, amazing marathon. I really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping you get to do it, and then you can come back and
Well,
tell
I
me it's
must
rubbish.
admit, yeah, we'll do. No, I must admit, I've been there supporting because obviously, the running group the running group I belong to, a few of our runners, my friends ran it. So, a couple of the days we went to support, it was baking hot. Was you running in that heat?
No,
one of those years it was so hot.
No, it's what would it be 2000? In 2019, it would have been. It's not that long ago, really. And I was quite lucky. It was like the morning was freezing because you go to the park in the morning and it was about 2 Celsius, but then it got to about 9 Celsius. To be honest, the weather was okay.
That's probably about ideal, really, isn't it?
Yeah. It was actually ideal weather. I can't complain about that at all. And I was following a pacer. Funny enough.
Oh, was you? I can't do it. I just can't. I can't do it. I just shut down.
This I mentioned before. This pacer has a running club called Run Things. It's online. Does a lot for charity. He was joking most of the way around. Certainly when I was with him, he was telling jokes and stuff all the way around when he's pacing. So he just was so good. So good.
Isn't it? Keeps your mind off the pain.
It does. It does.
So you're doing London, aren't you? You're doing.
I'm doing London. I meant to be doing London this year. I don't know. I might, if I get the opportunity, I might change next year. I've picked up a few niggles. I'll be honest with you, recently, because I don't really. This is mad. Obviously, I look after the running community group, but I don't post too many runs in the running community group because I'm just busy reading everyone else's. Don't get a chance. I've got, I've had a problem with my knee for a little while. I've just got to do more strengthening. It's the honest truth. It's my own fault. I just got to get more into the knack of doing strengthening on it, really. So I'm just taking it easy, but I don't know yet. I'm like, I want to do London. Christ almighty, I want to do London.
Oh, London.
I'm like, can I leave it a year? I didn't do it last year, so it's already been a year. Not necessarily, I don't necessarily want to go there and try and smash a PB or anything like that, but I want to enjoy the atmosphere. And I'll be honest, I've got a few little niggles, but I'm slightly concerned that the atmosphere won't be magical this year. Is my honest truth. That's what's
there is that. I get that, yeah.
And I want to go there because you know how hard it is.
It is the atmosphere, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's a 5.8% chance of getting in the ballot, and I got in. I was so happy. I'm really happy about it. But do I wait? Do I wait and then go for the atmosphere? Because that's what it's about. I've been told don't go for a PB there or anything like that. Just go there to enjoy it. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna.
No, I mean that was my first one, so I wasn't really thinking of times anyway. But so I had a lot of friends up there. There was a lot of hugging and a lot of, and I just enjoyed the whole thing. I think the amazing thing is standing at the start line and you've got the helicopters going above, and you think, all those years you watch it on telly, don't you? And you think, I'm actually in the London Marathon. It's so surreal. Such a surreal experience. But I completely get that you want the spectators and that there. It's a whole different thing, isn't it?
Again, that is a whole different thing, and that's the thing that's playing on my mind the most. So I have made my hotel's booked for it, so I haven't said no. But it's like, if I wait another year, I get that atmosphere back probably because anyone knows, it seems like COVID might be kind of on its way out. Not completely, obviously, it'll always be here, but it'll be back to proper normal, as I'd like to call it. You'd think this time next year, and back in April.
Let's hope so. Well.
Yeah, bleed notes. So we'll see how it goes. What made you start running?
Made me start running. Well, I always used to jog. What I class as jogging, not running.
That's cool. Yeah.
And then back in 2009, I had a miscarriage, and I was quite a bit heavier then. I was about 2.5 stone heavier then.
Okay.
And I thought, right, okay, if I'm not going to have another baby, I've just kind of kicked myself into thinking, right, okay, that's not going to happen for me. So lose the weight.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to hear that, by the way. I'm sorry to hear you had a miscarriage.
No, thank you. Yeah, no, it's one of those things, isn't it? It happens, and I think you just have to kind of deal with it the best you can. So yeah, my way was, right, okay, I'm not going to get any fatter, so get thinner. So that's what I did. I kind of lost the weight. I lost 2.5 stone, and
Wow.
then was going back out running and that. And a friend of mine had joined their local running club, and I was also going through a bit of a in 2016. I was going through a divorce, so she, you get low points, and she said to me,
Yeah.
"Look, you need to get out. Why don't you come and join the running club?" I said, "Oh no, I'm not a runner. I only jog. I can't join the running club." Anyway, she encouraged me. I can remember turning up. Everyone was in these green, and I was thinking, "Oh no, they're all athletes." I nearly went home. So yeah, just started with the running club in 2016, and I've not looked back. Not looked back since. I've hardly missed a team night. Obviously, there's not been any recently, but I was on every team night. I just loved it, and they're such a fantastic group of people, which are now friends. A lot of them are really close friends to me. So it's been
Yes.
absolutely incredible. We go out socially. It's just been brilliant. So yeah, I started
Yeah.
back in 2016. Did the usual 3K. Couldn't breathe. Got up to 5K. Slowly pushed it to 7K, 10K. Then started entering events. And yeah, I suppose the year later, I was doing the London Marathon. So that was my first. So yeah, I started in April 2016, as I did London in 2017.
What a journey
So
that is.
yeah,
That's
that was.
fast, isn't it? Trying to
And
get to
I've
that
done,
stage.
yeah, and I've done. I can't
Wow.
believe I've done. Yeah, I've done five marathons in total. So I did London, then I
Yes.
did Paris, then I did New Forest, then
Yes.
Paris, then Amsterdam.
Wow. That's
So
amazing.
I know
That is a
it's
hell of
just
an
been.
achievement. Well done. Yeah.
Thank you.
What
Yeah, no, it's been crazy. But
what was what was New Forest like?
oh, Mark,
It's trail.
yeah, but I didn't realise when they say trail, I was thinking, like bark. You're thinking you're just going to run through the forest and it's going to be this nice soft bark. No,
Especially New
no, it
Forest.
was like gravel, but it's not the thin gravel. It's like big
Big.
rocks gravel. So oh, so yeah, what happened was that was a tough one for me because I had at 13 miles I got really bad cramp. I
Oh,
don't know if you've
okay.
ever had that in
Oh yeah.
your the tops of your thighs. I couldn't
Yeah.
walk. So I stopped, I think, at 13 miles. Now my friends were there. That's why my friend gave me a massage, had a banana, carried on a bit. Then I think it was about 15, 16 miles. I literally couldn't walk. I was stuck rigid. I was
Wow.
looking for an ambulance. I was in agony. And these two guys out of nowhere, they were having the same problems. They didn't know each other either, but they'd found each other en route. Anyway, they said to me, "Look, you've got to keep walking, keep running,
Yeah.
keep walking, whatever you do, you've got to keep moving. You can't stop." And then I ran the rest of the marathon with them, and one by one, we were all going down with this cramp. One would be on the floor.
Wow.
We kept each other going for the last few miles. It was incredible, and
That's amazing.
I mean, it was a hard marathon, but the
Yeah.
experience, and the support from them, I'll never forget. I'll never forget that one. But
That's
I still did
amazing.
it in
Yeah.
just under 5 hours. I didn't think I was going to make it, but I did it
Well
just
done.
under 5 hours that one. So,
That's a
but
hell of an
yeah,
achievement. Do you reckon? Oh, no, I could be completely wrong about it. Do you reckon the rocky kind of surface made you cramp up more?
definitely,
Yeah. I was
100%,
going to say.
100%, because I
Yeah.
wasn't used to training on that. And it
Yeah. Of
got to a
course.
point where you went back out on the road, it was like it was heaven just to get back out on the road.
Oh, really? Would you wear
And
road
then I
shoes?
don't you just proper, yeah, just normal
Oh.
trainers. Um, so yeah, that was tough. It was a tough one, but yeah, I always said I wouldn't do that again, but I don't know. I think I've got,
Well, if it's
I
a
think I've got,
12-hour event.
I think I've got to go back there and sort that one out, even if it's just a
That's the,
half. Trouble
yeah,
is, I
that's
was
the
doing really
thing.
well for the 10 miles. I was doing really, really well, but yeah, I then just came into. But you learn, don't you? You learn from every run that you do. You learn from every marathon or half marathon. You pick things up along the way, and you think, I needed more salt. I needed this. I needed that. I shouldn't have done that. You know, there's lots of things that you kind of pick up along the way. So.
No, absolutely. You always learn, don't
So
you?
yeah.
You always learn. I've only ever done one trail race actually, and that was just a 10k. I think they had a 10k as a short distance. I think then the half marathon, and then I don't know if they had a full marathon. They might have done, but it was incredible. I really enjoyed it. That was a sandy trail actually. It was a bit of
Oh, was
muddy,
it?
and it was all sandy
Yeah.
trail. But I was in road shoes. I was sliding all over the place. I don't know
Oh,
what I
was
was.
it? Yeah.
It's a Maverick. I might have heard of them, Maverick races. But they
Oh,
do quite
yeah.
a few
Yeah.
off-road events,
Yeah,
and
I've
it was
heard of it.
really
Yeah.
pure trail. So why I turned up in running shoes, I don't know, but it was just a bit of fun.
I
So
didn't even give it a thought, to be honest. I didn't even give it a thought. Just but on saying that, I did win a spot prize there. I won a pair of trainers. So
wow,
that
did
was
you?
good. Yeah, I did. Yeah. So it was worth it.
What was that for? What did you win the prize for?
It was just a spot prize. They
It's a
they
spot
choose
prize.
people just a spot prize. They chose about, I think they chose 3 people out of the marathon, to win a spot prize, and I won the trainers. So
Yes, it trail shoes as well.
not trail shoes, no. Luckily, it was
That's
road
amazing.
trainers. So yeah,
Really?
that was quite good.
Well, that's well cool. That's cool to do spot
Yeah,
prizes.
yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, it was good.
That's amazing, by the way. Yeah, well done. That's really
Thank
cool.
you.
Um, where is your favourite place to run then? Because you've been around, you've been to a number of places now.
Well, my local favourite place to run is we've got a place in Aylesford near Maidstone. It's sort of like a river run, and it's so
Okay,
pretty. It's so lovely to run. So we do a lot of marathon training and that along there, because you can run for miles and back along there.
awesome.
All through along the river, and yeah, it's just a lovely place to run around here. So that's my favourite place around here to run.
And if you had to choose one of the marathons, what would you choose? So you've done
I would
Paris
choose
and London.
I would choose Paris.
Would you?
Yeah, 100%.
I've heard good things about Paris. To be fair, yeah. Is it
100%.
the atmosphere is it something particular compared to what say London?
You know what? I feel quite emotional at Paris. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. First time I did it with a friend of mine. We had a brilliant weekend. It was so much fun. She had a bit of an injury, so she said to me, "Look, if I start suffering, you've got to go on." So I was like, "No, no, no." She said, "Joe, you've got to go on." And we got to the half marathon point, and she was suffering. She said, "Look, I've got to slow it down." And she said, "You've got to go." And she made me go on, and that was, it's like it's quite emotional at that
Awesome.
point, because
Yeah, I
you've
bet it's
run that.
emotional, but
Yeah, it was. She was sort of like, "Go." I was like, "No, I don't want to," but
no
I did
choice.
in the end, and yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I wait for it at the end, and we both got our medals and that. So
Oh no,
so
well done.
yeah,
That's great. And
but
she
yeah, no,
finished
it's
it.
sorry.
She finished it as well. Then your
Oh
friend.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No,
Oh, awesome.
she did great. Yeah, but I think it took the pressure off her as well, not thinking about me as well. She could just get on and do her own run, and and not worry about letting me down, or making me go
Yeah,
slower, because that's an added pressure, isn't it? When you've got a bit of an injury as well, it's
yeah.
you don't need that pressure, do you really? So,
No, yeah, you're right. Exactly that. You don't need the pressure. You
but the
don't need.
atmosphere in Paris is just as good as London. It's fantastic,
Wow,
absolutely
that's interesting.
fantastic. Yeah, I recommend Paris, definitely.
Awesome. I bet it's not too bad, like price wise, is it as well? I mean,
Do you know what
I
the hotel for the whole weekend was worked out about £200.
really the two
Yeah.
nights,
Did we stay 2 or 3 nights?
even if it's two or three, it's
Yeah,
still
2 or 3 nights.
still
Yeah,
really
yeah, it was brilliant. It was really good, and it was about
wow.
10 or 11 stops on the metro to the Champs Elysees
Oh wow.
hotel. So
Yeah,
we was right in the thick of it all. So you've got all the restaurants there. It was just, yeah. So hence why I
that's.
wanted to do it a third time.
You never know. Have you had any update from what's going on with it this year at all? Then,
No,
like
I've not
private,
heard. I
nothing.
just think the situation in France isn't great at the moment, is it? So
No.
I'm thinking that Yorkshire is more likely to go ahead than Paris.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
think I think it's currently locked down now, isn't it, for most of France? I
I
think.
think it is, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think it's
when you
pretty.
think we're in April, I think realistically, I don't think it's going to go ahead. Not
Yes,
this year. Probably maybe next April. I'm in there, so it should get moved to next April anyway. So
yes, no, exactly. If you're in there, at least it'll be moved over.
yeah,
That's the important thing.
which means I could do Yorkshire. So, and
Yes.
I've heard that's flat, that one.
Yeah,
So
that's what I told you, is it?
yeah, that's what it told me. Well, funny enough, it was the guy that I met in Paris.
Oh,
Been in contact with him since. He, we only met him just at the start of the Paris Marathon. Been in contact with
okay.
him since, and he said, if you want to do a good time, Yorkshire is the one to do it. That's where you'll get your PB.
Oh, fair play. Yeah, yeah,
So,
that's good.
so yeah, that's why I entered it.
No, useful tips here, something like that. So they're saying Yorkshire's where you get PB. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, what keeps you motivated to run?
Well, I think it's a big stress reliever for me.
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest motivation is the way it makes me feel. Um, Obviously, when the first lockdown came in, I made a decision quite early on because I was having to work from home. I thought, right, okay, you either start getting up at 7 o'clock and feel sluggish and start having lay-ins,
Oh,
or you
yeah.
get up at 6 and you go for a run before work, and you get yourself, motivated. So that's kind of what I was doing. I wasn't doing it every day then; it was probably every other day.
Yes.
But that started being my motivation. And then obviously when I joined the group, everyone in the group, watching them go out and do their runs, it's sort of like, oh yeah, and seeing them post, and that's what keeps you motivated. Everybody else, there's some fantastic
Oh,
runners on
absolutely.
the group, isn't there? So yeah, that Michelle keeps me motivated. She
Yeah.
she 100% keeps me motivated. She doesn't realise actually, I think, what she did do for people through the lockdown. I think,
Oh, she
I
did
saw
so
her.
much for people, didn't
She
she? I don't
did.
think I don't think
She,
she realises how
no,
much
I
she's
don't
helped
think she
people.
does realise. I
No.
don't think she does realise that she's, yeah, fantastic. So keep going, Michelle. Keep getting everyone out of bed and getting their
Yes.
trainers on, because it worked for me.
Yes.
I listened, and I'm still
Yeah.
listening, and I'm still running.
Yeah, no, nice one. A lot of people have said that about Michelle coming out with the quote and said, "Well, she keeps me going. She keeps me going." So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hopefully she does this as well. Comes on the podcast. So.
Oh, it'd be great to steer on this. It really would.
Yes. No, that's good. That's really good. And yeah, obviously the group inspires you to run. Is there anything else in particular that inspires you to run?
Um, Really, just the way it makes me feel. Just obviously keeping fit. Yeah, I just loved running, and I think it's time away, time on your own, time with music. I love my music, so headphones in, off for an hour. It's just, you can't beat it. I don't think you can beat it
No, no,
really. So
it's
so for
so many
me, it is,
benefits.
yeah, 100%, yeah. So that's what keeps me going. And there
No,
was an old neighbour of mine that kind of motivated me. I mean, he was in his 80s, and he was still getting up every morning and going for a 10-mile bike ride every
we'll
morning without
see.
fail. And it's like, you can do it. I can do it.
80 as well.
So,
That's incredible.
absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was a big motivation for me.
No, fair play. Yeah, I must admit, yeah, if 8 year olds going to do 10 miles in his bike every day, that's hell of inspiration, isn't it? Yeah.
Brilliant.
um,
Yeah, absolutely.
I think obviously we asked about your favourite race. I think it's Paris Marathon, or is there a half you like better, or something like that? Or
Paris is favourite
is there one?
marathon,
Yeah.
and my favourite half has to be Windsor.
Oh,
Love
okay.
Windsor. Yeah, I've done that I think 3 or 4 times. I've done Windsor, but I love it there. Have you done that one, Mark?
I haven't done Windsor. No, no. I bet it's quite
No,
nice. Though. It's quite flat.
no. It is
Is it
hilly.
hilly?
Yeah,
But yeah, I
but the
bet it's
hills are
quite
in the
nice.
right place, if that makes sense. You
Yeah.
just get over one, and then you've got another little one to come. But no, it is a really good route. It's a really scenic route. But the only thing with that is you've got the long walk. So when you're finishing your run, I didn't realise the first time I did it, coming down the long walk, I thought, right, okay, race to the finish. I didn't realise that's about 2 miles long. So you can
Well,
see the finish in the distance, but you're really going for it. And yeah, it's nowhere near.
they're annoying.
So yeah,
I've had
but
that a
no,
few
that's
times.
got to be my favourite half. Yeah, definitely.
I did. I did. My first ever half marathon was in London actually, and it was near the O2. We actually ran around a bit at the O2 on the outskirts of it, and the last mile 12 to 13. So the last mile was uphill. I
What was
don't know
it?
who designed
Oh
the course.
no.
It was uphill, and I'm telling you, there was people passing out, going
it
to the
really?
side. There was an ambulance there. It was just the wrong. It was a huge hill. I couldn't tell off the top of my head the name of the road or the hill, but it was just the worst place to have this long hill.
Right.
I was just sort of running up this hill, going, "Oh my god, it's like I'm in a little war zone or something." It's ridiculous. Like,
That's horrible to see, isn't it?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
horrible. And
yeah. I've seen
a
that
lot,
a few times on runs, and it's
I
horrible to
just
see
think
that.
a lot of people might have been their first one as well, or they just might not have done much hill running. So
Yeah,
half marathon distance, your last mile's kind of uphill when it really was horrible hill. It's like, whoa, what's going on here?
I can remember doing one of the marathons, and I could hear a woman sort of saying, they said, "Oh, how far's your longest run been?" And she said, "Oh, 5K." And I was thinking, "Oh no!" I was fearing for her. I'm thinking, "Oh no, she's doing a marathon. She's done 5K. You need to do some training."
Yeah,
But
so many. Yeah, there's quite a lot of get away with it, don't they? Always and go and do
yeah,
it,
yeah. I suppose
but it can put you off.
yeah,
If you do that
yeah,
way,
it
can't
can. You
it?
might not ever do another one, but yeah.
Um, what is your favourite running distance, the marathon distance? If you had to pick one, really to do?
Um, Probably a half, actually.
Yeah, a half.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
between a 10 and a half. I do like a 10 mile, but yeah, probably half marathon.
I think most people are saying half. I say half if someone asks
Yeah,
me still. I thought it might change because I haven't done anything really fast for 4 years ish now. I kind of enjoy and run easy and stuff really at the moment. But
yeah,
and
yeah,
even if someone asked me now, back then it would have been half. And I think now even if someone asked me a half, it's just got that nice feeling, isn't it?
yeah,
You're not going 5K, 10K speed, busting the gut, and you're not there. You know, marathon is quite a long way to go as well, and it's just a nice thing in the middle, isn't it?
yeah. That's right. Yeah, quite like a half.
Yeah, and 10 mile. I done a 10 mile race. Have you done a 10 mile race?
I've done the Canterbury 10 mile race a few times.
Did
Yeah,
you? That's
yeah,
good.
that's a good one.
That's really good distance.
Yeah,
Um, you should definitely do Great South Run if you get the chance. Definitely.
that's a 10 miler, is it?
That's a 10 miler, and it's on Channel 5. And again, you'll have. I think there was a helicopter going over and stuff, and that was massive. The
Was
atmosphere was
it?
really good. I think you'd enjoy that. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Great
What time
South
of the
Run.
year is that one? What time? What?
I think it's September normally. It might be October this year, so it's close to London time. I think it's a couple of weeks after London.
Yeah.
September, October normally, and yeah, it's normally on Channel 5 every year. Because I went home and watched it on Channel 5, and I caught myself on coming across the finish line on TV. I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
did you?
take a
Did
picture of
you
that.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
excellent. Oh, that's
that was
really
fun.
good.
I remember that. Although I say Brighton Marathon was an amazing atmosphere, that certainly. Oh, that was something else. Yeah, that was a massive atmosphere.
Yeah.
Quite hard
Oh, I'll have
on.
to look out for that one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, look out for it. Yeah, if you can get. I think places are open now. I don't think it's too pricey either. I think it's pretty reasonable for what it is, and it's
Oh,
really well
okay.
organised as well. It's really well organised, but it has to be. It's just on TV, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll
um,
look out for that one then.
what are your future running goals?
Okay, so the whole idea of doing the 5 marathons, I wanted to do 10 before I was 50.
Oh, I remember you said that on
So
your.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I was on track. If it hadn't been for COVID, I was on track because I would have done 2 last year. So yeah, I'm going to be 50 next July. So
Wow.
I want to
Okay.
do another. I want to do another 5, but I've had to extend it. I thought, well, it's going to have to be another 5 within the 50th year.
We're in the 50th. Yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
because of COVID. But
Yeah,
that's my aim. That's what I want to do, and I want to
that's
get a sub 4. I've done Amsterdam in 4:15. That was my last one in October
in October.
2000, 2019. Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
You're so going to smash 4 hours, aren't you?
so and to be honest, I didn't put at the time I was moving house. So although I was training, I wasn't. Your head's elsewhere, isn't
Your
it, when you're moving
mind's
house? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But you got to be mentally be there as well, don't you? If you're
Yeah,
going for a run as
exactly.
well.
So I can remember standing at the stadium thinking, how am I going to run 26 miles today? And then we all went as a group, which was great. And we stuck together for about, I think it was about 12K. And then the group sort of split up a little bit. There's a faster runner. She went off. And then I was running. Then another girl caught me up. And yeah, before I knew it, I think what we've done the first half really quick, which I've figured out now is my plan on any marathon, to try and get the first half done.
Oh,
Quite quick.
fastness. So
Yeah.
not going for a negative split. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. So did it. That kind of works for me.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That's the kind of way my head goes as well.
Yeah. And then it was quite funny. I got to the because it starts in the stadium, finishes in the stadium. I can remember coming around the corner thinking, you know what it's like, that last 2K. You think it's the longest 2K of your life, isn't it? And I can remember coming in the stadium and standing under. There was sort of like a bit in the stadium. I stood there and a bloke come past. He said, "Why are you standing here?" He said, "The finish line's there." And I thought, yeah, he's right. Went for it, finished, and I was so surprised. I got 4:15.
Oh, well done.
So
That's
yeah, but I
brilliant.
wanted, yeah. So my next aim is sub 4.
I think the training you've been doing at the moment, I think we'll smash that considering it's 2019.
Well, this is where the running streak is a worry. I don't want to stop because I think the fitness level is quite high at the moment, and I think if I came out of that running streak now, I think I would have lost all that. I don't want to lose the fitness. I think the
You don't want to lose it, yeah.
I'm listening to my body, and I think if I start having niggles, then obviously I'll
Yeah, I was
stop.
going to say with the running streak, as long as your body feels okay, I suppose you know yourself when to stop. Are you mostly staying at easy pace during the running streak?
No.
Or are you mixing it up?
No, mixing it up. I mean, some and some, but like Dave Body was saying, you just find yourself getting faster. I think it's because your legs are just getting. I've got a lot of my PBs through the running streak again, so I think it's incredible. It's just this. I've been trying to get a sub 50, to 10K, and for 5 years, but I did it in the streak. So
You did it in a streak.
I did it in the streak. So
I said to Dave and Sarah, I think I said to you, I think if I tried a running streak, I'd think I'd fall apart.
I don't think you would. I think you'd surprise yourself.
That's the thing.
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah, it's amazing. I have a lot of respect for people who do it.
I can't believe how far they've gone. They're absolutely incredible, both of them, really.
No, they are. They both did it incredible. Dave's still going.
Yeah, yeah.
But you've done
doing
amazing as well, though. Like you're on 160 days, and yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I don't know quite how I've got there. I mean, right at the beginning, I did have. I think I tore a muscle in my thigh, to be honest, at the beginning.
Okay.
And my hip really sort of swelled up. I was going to stop, and then I managed to run through it, but protect it, if you know what I mean. You get to know, don't you? You get to know your body, and you think, if I don't run any hills, I was running some flats and stuff like that, so I was able to continue it. But yeah, if I start having niggles now, then I wouldn't carry on, because obviously the marathon, the marathons are coming up, and they're important to me, really. So
yeah, they're your goal, aren't they? Really,
they're my goal. So
also the running streak, I think
the running streak was never supposed to happen. I don't know how it did, and I've just carried on with it, really. But it's just become an obsession.
Yeah, no, fair enough. You're right. Sometimes you can run through these kind of niggles as well, can't you? If you're slow and sensible, then you can.
Yeah, I think you've got to listen to your body. You've 100% got to listen to your body.
Yeah, I speak to quite a few number of physios, and a lot of physios nowadays are even saying you can do active recovery. You can still get better. You can still run. You just got to turn it right down, and you can actually recover and get yourself stronger, even for a slight injury. Obviously, it depends what the injury is, but a lot of them are all for keeping you going. Actually, that's good. Good, really. I'm glad.
I was having some calf problems as well, but I went on to wearing compression socks, and that seemed to resolve that. So I've learned a lot just through this running streak as well, which can only help me with my marathon training and marathons and everything. So I'm pleased I've done it, because I have learned a lot through
physically and mentally as well.
Physically and mentally, 100%.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. No, well done. That's really good. My next question was, what do you like most about being part of the running community group?
I just think it's being able to get up, go for your run, put your run on the community, and everyone doing the same thing, and you don't feel everyone's going to sort of think, oh, here she goes again. You know what I mean? It's because everyone's doing the same thing. It's everyone's passion on there, and I think that that really helped. That helped a lot through lockdown. To be able to do that, because it's interaction with people every day, the same people, and you do feel their friends. You've not seen these people, you've not met these people, but it is an extension of, you know, your friends and your family. It becomes that way. So for me, it's just been amazing. They've really helped me. You know, the whole group has helped me through the lockdown.
No, it's great to hear. Yeah, loads of people joined during lockdown as well.
Yeah.
Even yourself, you know, it's amazing how many people joined during lockdown. It was great though because it's amazing. Even though there was a huge amount of people joining at that time, everyone was just connected together, and it was quite nice.
100%. I
Like
think
you
you're
said,
going through something together, aren't you? You
yeah,
are sharing that moment.
yeah, definitely, definitely, and like I said, it's amazing because yeah, meeting people, no one's really met each other. Some
No.
have, so
Yeah,
few
yeah,
have,
yeah.
most haven't, including me. I haven't really met people from the group, but you still feel a connection and
You
friendships
do.
there, you know. And yeah, hopefully, I said it on the podcast. We'll hopefully do some sort of meetups at some point,
That'd be
maybe
brilliant.
later in the year. It's going to happen, and it was
Yeah,
going to
that would
happen
be
last
brilliant.
year, but obviously COVID,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
COVID didn't help. But I might do a little. I think I posted up the other day. I don't know how many people saw it, but there's the national running show, the Southern
Oh, I
one.
did see that. Yeah, I did
Yeah,
see that.
I might try and arrange like a mini just to get together there because it's the running show, so there's everything running's there.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
quite a big thing. And Danica Holmes is there as well, which is she's doing a speech, and so there's loads of famous people who go there and in the running community and do it. So I might do a little meet up there,
Oh,
see if we can
okay.
get a
Yeah.
little gathering. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
we'll see how many people say yes, but either way, I think I'll be there anyway. So just
Yeah,
say
yeah.
meet here at 10. I don't know, meet here at 11 o'clock or whatever. Just come.
Yeah,
So
no, definitely.
well, that should be
Definitely. I'll
quite
try and
fun.
get there.
Either way, you hope to do something a bit more better than that in the future as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it would be nice. It'd be nice to meet many people and yeah, actually speak to people. So because it's weird because with Alan and Wendy, as I said it before, I haven't even met them. I've met them over Zoom.
No.
Cool.
It'd be nice for you to meet up with
Yeah,
them, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Really?
definitely. Everyone as well, not just everyone.
Yeah, no.
So it'd be nice to meet a lot of people. But
But
yeah,
the support in the group is fantastic. You can't
yeah,
beat it. You cannot beat it. You know, everyone's so encouraging, aren't they? It's just
yes.
it's just amazing.
It's really encouraging because like I said, you wake up and see someone's done a run already, or many people have
Yeah,
done a run already, and then it just carries on throughout the day, and then into the evening you get some people get home and struggle to go out for a run in the evening, but then they might see a post on the running community, and then bang, they're out the
exactly that.
door, and
That's
it's
what it does to you, isn't it? Because if you're feeling a little bit low, which I've done before, you know, I've
yeah,
been in bed and I thought, oh, I really should go for my run, and then you look at a post and you think, actually, yeah, and it's enough just to get you out of bed, get your trainers, you know, and
yes,
off you go.
and off you go.
Um, and it just takes a few posts like that just to kind of, you know,
No,
just to
exactly that.
encourage you out. So
No,
yeah, definitely.
no, I'm glad so many people feel that way as well. It's lovely, honestly. Um, Tell us your PBs. Have you written them
Right,
down?
so I've written them down. I had to write them down. Yeah.
Everyone does.
So my 5K PB, this was through lockdown as well, is 23:30.
Wow. Well done.
10K PB is 48:48.
Yes, awesome. Yeah.
Half marathon, I haven't changed it on my Instagram. I've still got 1 hour 54 because for me, I've got to do an event to get to get it right. But
Fair enough.
through the lockdown, I did it 1 hour 50. So I'm
That's
hoping
awesome. Yeah.
now I can do that in an event. And obviously my marathon is 4 hours 15. So
Yeah, you're going to get sub 4. You're going to get.
you reckon?
Yeah, definitely with the street you did. And with.
If I
Are
can
you
get
able,
it in one of those 5 marathons, I'm gonna
oh,
then I'll be
definitely.
quite happy.
Definitely. And are you aiming for 145 for the half next, do you think?
Do you know what? I think I'd just like to do 150 in an event.
In an event. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean my 154, that was at Windsor. So yeah, I'd like to get the 150 in an actual event. Or if I could get under that, it'd be fantastic. But
Oh,
you
you
know,
never know.
you never you
You
never
never
know.
know.
You never know. Oh, no,
No,
you
that's
never know.
it's good. You've got some great PBs and some decent goals. So that's decent. That's really good. I know you listen to music when you run. What do you like? What kind of music? What's your favourite?
All different kinds of music, but
Yeah.
trying to think what I like Places by Martin Solveig. That normally
Yeah.
gets me going. Or Running by Naughty Boy. That's another one
Yeah.
that
Yeah. I
yeah.
know
It's
that.
those ones, they come on, I think, yeah, off I go. Normally get a bit faster to them. Yeah, that's the kind of music I like. Same with a bit of, it's got to be. I can't be running to slow music.
No, fair
Not
enough.
up a hill.
No, that'll stop you.
Doesn't work.
Have you got, like, if you had to pick I call it a power song, whatever, one that really, you had to pick one song and you'd have it in your playlist to get you going, what would you pick? It's hard when you've got a variety, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It probably would be one of those two songs, to be honest. That would be, yeah. It would definitely be one of those two songs that would get me going, really.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
No, both of them are good songs, so that makes sense. Running shoes. What are you running in at the moment, and what other shoes have you got? Because I bet you got more than one pair.
Well, I feel a bit after Gavin's.
Oh,
I feel like I need some more running trainers.
The background of all the running shoe boxes behind it.
Unbelievable, Gavin. I don't know how you've managed to get that many trainers. So yeah, no, I run in. I used to run in ASICS.
Yes.
Until I did the New Forest Marathon and had that spot prize, and then you had to buy. You could have anything, but it had to be Mizuno.
Oh, Mizuno. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I've been running that ever since. In those ever since.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah.
Well, you've got Wave Riders or something.
I think they're Mizuno Equate 3s, I think.
Okay. I'm not. Yeah, I know a few running Mizunos. They're actually decent. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're a good trainer.
Yeah. No.
Well, yeah, they haven't caused me any trouble, so I've stuck with them. I've got exactly the same pair again. So I've had about the same pair 3 times over. So.
Well,
that's all I've got. I've got 3 pairs of trainers.
That's wow. I can't say that's enough, no.
So I need another pair, obviously.
But that's good. You stuck with the same one because you know it works.
Yeah.
It's not causing you any bother. So
no, I think that's it.
Stick with the right one. And running watch wise, what have you got?
I've got a Garmin Forerunner 235.
Everyone's got a 235 still.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a 235 still. It's such a good.
I still don't know how to use it properly, to be fair.
What do I? I've got 235.
I'm sure it could probably make the dinner, but I've not worked it out yet.
It probably can. It probably can. Oh, it's got like rage predictor in it, and you can follow someone else.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did find that actually. I don't know how I found that, but I did come across that.
I used to use it on my old Garmin. I haven't used it on this one. Years ago, I used it. I haven't used it for ages now.
No, they're a good watch, though, aren't they? They're good.
Yeah, no, they are. The only thing I don't like is the heart rate monitor just doesn't get on with me. I'm not keen on optical sensor heart rate monitors, but hey, whatever. If you're not heart rate training, it doesn't really matter. So, but no, it's a good watch. Apart from that, yeah, no, I do. I've had mine quite a while now, to be fair. I'm not looking to upgrade anytime soon. So.
No, I think I've had mine 2 years, but never had a problem with it. So
no,
I'm just going to stick with it.
Yes, no, neither right. And I'll chuck this one in there. What is your favourite meal?
My favourite meal is probably a bit boring, really, but it's carbonara, spaghetti carbonara.
No, nothing wrong with carbonara. That's the reason.
But that I also use that for, training a bit. I have that the night before, whether I'm doing a half or a marathon, But the thing I have before a marathon is croissant with jam. That's my breakfast before a marathon because it's quite light.
That's why you like Paris Marathon now.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. You get fresh croissants out there and a bit of jam in it, you're away.
You're sorted. No, good choices. I like them. I love both of them. By the way, I did try and find that Brighton half marathon, and the results page almost doesn't work.
Oh,
so I don't know what on earth has happened there. But I'm sure if you did, 2017. I'm sure I did it in 2017. I don't know what's.
Let me know.
I will let you know. Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. But we'll get there. One last question, Claire, and what is the one thing you would say to encourage our runners?
I would say just believe in yourself. Do what you want, not what anyone else wants you to do. If you feel you can get out there and run and do your distances, just go and do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So follow your dreams.
No, absolutely, yeah.
And get out there and do it. There's
No,
nothing
lovely.
stopping you.
No, that's a lovely message as well. Yeah, no, thank you. I think that's it. I think we've come to the end. It's nearly been an
Sorry, I've been
hour.
waffling.
No, not at all. No, it's been great. Honestly, no. Thank you so much for coming on. Absolute pleasure to have you on. And
Thanks
I've
for
been
having
on
me.
the group as well, and you are really inspiring. I think the marathons you've done,
Thank
the
you.
run streak you've done, they're just wow. And
Thanks,
I can't
Mark.
believe
Appreciate that.
from 2016 up till now as well what you've accomplished.
No, and I think that's the thing. It's all about self-belief. It's all about
Yeah.
believing yourself, and in your mindset. I think if you
Oh
believe
yeah.
you can do it, then
Then you can do it.
then you can do it.
Yes.
Go for it.
No, thank you so much, and thank you for being part of the running community group as well.
No, thank you. It's been the best thing I've joined. So no, I
Yeah.
really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the support everyone gives me. So
No, well, we
thank
appreciate
you.
you, honestly. No, thank you so much. But no, and thank you very much for coming on the podcast, Claire. Honestly, really appreciate it. It's been great.
That's all right. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. And yeah, I'll say bye there and end it. Oh, that we're in it now. Carry on chatting.
I could go another hour, Mark, talking about running.
Oh, well, take care. Take care, Claire.
You
No,
too.
take
Thanks
care.
a lot.
Begin soon. Cheers. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks a lot. Cheers.
Bye. Yeah, thank you so much for Claire Smythe for coming on. That was a really nice chat. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, again, thank you. If you got to the end of this podcast and you're watching it, we're available on YouTube and also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so on. And don't forget to obviously visit the Running Community Club. And more than anything, just go on Facebook, type in the Running Community, find our group and join, and you'll find so many inspirational people like we talked about tonight. For example, Claire, you'll find Claire in there posting away with all her inspirational running posts as well. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and we'll speak again soon. Thank you.